You're watching Breakfast Television on City TV. Thank you for choosing us this morning. Does your child have what it takes to be a future elite athlete? Olympic bronze medalist Kirsti Lay joining us this morning. Kirsti is here talking about RBC Training Ground, a program that is looking for the next generation of elite athletes. This is a program looking for the next Olympians just like you.
Exactly, yeah. So basically, RBC is putting on 34 different qualifiers across the country looking for the next Olympian, and you can be between the ages of 14 and 25, and you come and perform tests in front of 8 national sport organizations, and if you hit the benchmarks that they're looking for, like, you could get funding, you can get put into the system right away, and definitely be at the Olympics one day.
And it doesn't have to be your go-to sport, does
No.
it? Like, you could be a basketball player, and then all of a sudden you're now, like, pushing a bobsleigh, right?
That's the best part. So there's 4 different tests: speed, strength, power, and endurance, and you can be a figure skater, and all of a sudden, you know, cycling will approach you and say, hey, you look really good on the bike, would you like to try it? And it's just, you know, the opportunity that's there is you sometimes don't know what you're good at until a sport comes at you. So, yeah.
And that's kind of a path that you followed, right? 'Cause
Exactly.
you were initially a speed skater, but now, of course, a
Yeah,
very
now cycling.
well-accomplished cyclist. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually a speed skater on the national team for 8 years, and I injured myself, and I got approached. This was before RBC Training Grounds existed, and they asked if I'd like to try the track based on my testing results. So RBC now has done that, taken that essentially and put it across Canada and opened it up for all the athletes. And we're in our 4th year of doing it, and we've had a lot of success with the athletes we've found. And it's pretty exciting for the next generation of Olympians that they have this opportunity.
You mentioned the ages, 14 and 25. That's kind of the wheelhouse they're looking for. Is it better to get flagged early, in your opinion, or does it matter if you're a 23-year-old?
I think, like, personally, I started cycling at 24, so I can't say that you should be young doing it because I was at the top of the age limit there. So honestly, it's just, you come from a sport, you come from an athletic background, and you have skills to transfer, and sometimes you really don't know where they're going to pick up and take off. So I started 4 years before Rio, and yeah, now I have a nice little
medal,
necklace to go with it, so that's pretty exciting. And
very exciting.
yeah, so
very exciting.
we've definitely seen a lot of success over the last 3 years. So you never know, and you have nothing to lose. It's free, so.
Nothing to lose, it's free. And what advice can you give to someone who's going to go to the testing? Like, what advice can you give? I
would say just have fun with it. You really don't know what opportunities are there, and you just give your best chance and put your best foot forward, and you know you have nothing to lose. So go to rbctrainingground.ca to see where we're coming in your area, and you can sign up there, or you can come the day of. We accept both. So
May 12th, it's at the University of Calgary in the Red Gym. This is the RBC Training Ground. This is where you get tested. And then mid-September, I believe the Canadian finals are back.
Yeah, so Calgary got the Canadian finals, which is really exciting. And if you're in the top 100 athletes tested across the country, then you get brought to Calgary. And you compete again in front of all the national sport organizations. And the top 30 get funding to go into the sport that you are headhunted for. So money will go to training, nutrition costs, strength training, and it kind of just eliminates all those barriers to trying a new sport, which is awesome, in my opinion.
Really interesting stuff. Well, thank you for coming in and talking about this.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, RBC Training Grounds, again, May 12th at the UFC, and then the national finals. If you're the top 100 in the country, you're coming back to Calgary, or staying in Calgary if you're a Calgarian, and you do another round of testing, which is really neat. Thank you, Kirsti.
Thanks for having
me.
me.
And nice to meet you, too. 7:25, Breakfast Television. Of course, we have news and traffic around the corner, and Andy's going to let us know when the flakes are going to start to fly very soon. Actually, that's a bit of a hint for you. You're watching Breakfast Television on City TV.